Hey, freedom fighters, it's Greg Schweitzer. Hey, how's it going? Happy Tuesday. Listen, I've just been having a really good day. The sun is out, the sun is shining. Been having some great conversations with some great people. And throughout these conversations, it just makes me think of you guys. And so I want to share with you what's going on and what I'm finding out. And so because today is Tuesday, Tuesday's all about interrogating reality. What does that mean? Interrogating reality is really about asking pattern interrupting types of questions, disrupting questions that make us shake out of what we've been currently doing in the track we've been on to see if it's working for us, to see what makes sense, and also to give us the opportunity to grow. So let's talk about our interrogating question today. Jason, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks. John, good to see you. Hey, listen, here's what I want to talk about today is the question of the day, the interrogating question of today is, how much is enough? How much is enough? When you're eating your favorite stuff, how much is enough? When you're working really hard in your business, how much is enough? Or in your job, how much is enough? When you're working on your relationship, how much is enough? When you're hitting the gym hard, how much is enough? Because the truth is that we can overdo and we can certainly underdo. And so let's talk about why I'm asking this question. And so another way to think about this, how much is enough, is to ask you, what are you aiming at? What are you aiming for? Because if we don't have a specific thing that we're aiming for, you guys, we just continue to run in circles, okay? Either that or we run out of energy and interest in being able to continue on with what we're doing. So what are you aiming at? What is your goal? What is the ultimate end? You know, Stephen Covey used to say, begin with the end in mind. So before you begin working on something and giving your hard earned money and your energy and attention to it, decide where you're heading. I used to work with a company where we used to talk about moving targets because it felt like sometimes the things we were after kept getting changed and we had moving targets. And here's what's the interesting thing about moving targets. A moving target is something that if it's continually moving, you've got to continually move and change, and it feels like you're never going to get there. So just be really careful about that. What else do I want to tell you and talk to you about when it comes to how much is enough? I want to talk to you about what's called anticipation and resolution. You see, when we're after a goal or an expectation of some sort, we have anticipation that we're going in a direction that of something that's really exciting. Anticipation that we're moving towards something that we're really interested in and that is important to us. And here's the truth of the matter is that if we have this anticipation and this anticipation never gets resolved or continues for on and on and on, the anticipation loses real value and interest. We're kind of like, you know what? I'm sick of wanting all the time and never getting. As a matter of fact, here's what's interesting about this. I cannot remember if it was Bach or if it was Mozart, but Bach or Mozart had a house person, a butler, if you will, who used to tease them on a regular basis and drive them absolutely nuts. And it was around this idea of anticipation. So in music theory, an anticipation is kind of like the note you're waiting to happen. It's a resolution of some sort. So let me give you an example. If I were to go and say, bum, 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 bum. You're waiting for it, aren't you? Bum, 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 bum. Right? You're waiting for that last piece. Bum, 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 bum. Right? That's an anticipation. And so what would happen is this butler would go around the house and he would do something like that on the piano and not play the final note. And it would drive him so nuts that he eventually, after a minute or 5 minutes or an hour or whatever it was, as long as he could stand it, he finally had to go over to the piano and hit that final note for the resolution. That's not any different in our psyche as well. When we're anticipating something, we need some resolution. So how much is enough? Because you need to know, because then you can know when you've arrived. And when you've arrived, then you can have that resolution. You can have the, I did that, I caused that, and it's good, and it's done. Okay? There is this idea when I've asked people in the past as I'm coaching and working with people, and I say, well, okay, so what do you want to accomplish and how much is enough? How much income is enough, right? How much time off is enough? How much vacation is enough? And a lot of times the response is, well, there's never enough. You can never make enough money. I can never have enough vacation time. I can never, right? And here's the truth is, that's a fallacy. That's something that it's our mind being a little bit lazy and not engaging in what we really need to know in order to win at the highest levels. You guys, you deserve to have resolution in your life, and you deserve to know how much is enough so you know how much to give, and you know when it's time to celebrate. Because the truth of the matter is we only do something if we're going to get something from it, and we need to know when we've crossed the finish line and to be able to celebrate. You're worth celebrating. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful today. Give me a shout out at some point in time. Be great. It's what you're made for. See ya.